See you there. All right, so today's class is about slope. Yeah, last time we covered functions and how the slope affects if it's a function or not. Today we're going to find the slope. There's a specific equation that is given to find the slope. So let's make sure we have it on your notes. The equation is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So make sure that you know that the m is your slope. Now that we know that, we can start on the concept for today. All right, guys, so now that we know the formula to find the slope, we already covered last class about functions and how they work. Remember, we also covered coordinates, how x and y, it's where a point is located. Now, we're going to find the actual slope of an equation. The equation for today is, it gives us 2 points, okay? The first point is located at 2, -1. That's where our first point is located at, okay? Our second point is located at -4 and 5. That is where our second point is located at. Now that we have more points, we can use the formula. Remember, do you guys remember the formula? Good, right? It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So we can actually start plugging it in, but first we have to label them. So the first point is x1. It's okay, this marker doesn't work. So we can move on to the next marker, which is, the first one is x1. Then we have y1 on the first point, okay? On the second point, we have x2, y2, okay? So we can actually plug it into the equation. We have y2, which in this case is 5. We have 5 minus y1, which in this case is positive because of -1. So it's +1 over x2, which is -4, minus 2. So now we can solve it. We have 5 plus 1, which is 6, right? So we have 6 over -4 minus 2 is -6. Now, remember, we can divide 6 into 6, but one's negative, one's positive. The rule is, when dividing a negative and a positive number, the answer is always negative. So, 6 divided by 6 is 1, right? So, m equals -1. So our slope is -1. And that is how you do it. Simple, right? So if you have any questions, let me know. Send them to my email. You're going to see it at the end of the video. Also, make sure you're sending a picture of your notes so I can make sure you're taking down notes. And we can get started on today's assignment. All right, guys. So the assignment for today is number 1. You have a set of points. All right. On those set of points, you have 4, 7. That is your first point. On your second point, you have 6, 13. Okay. So make sure you find the slope on that first one. Okay. For the second one, your point is 5, -3. And your second point is -4, and 3. Okay? So, also find your slope on this one. If you guys can also graph them to see how far you guys can, or how far you understand the concept, hopefully you can find the slope and then graph them, those 2 points. So make sure you post your answers. So you send your answers to me. All right. So I'll be waiting to hear from you.